Hi everyone, it's Dr. Bell again, and I'm introducing our next module, which is going to be fun and exciting, on grouping infants and toddlers, which is not such an exciting thing to think about until you find out why it's important. Grouping and primary caregiving is key to good infant toddler care because what we want to do is build attunement. Attunement is that beautiful dance between a caregiver and a child where there's a strong connection and bond so that we can promote attachment, which is important to have healthy attachment in order for later development to work the way we want it to. We're going to learn all about appropriate ways to group infants and toddlers and inappropriate ways that we don't want to group them. We're going to learn all about how to provide a primary caregiving system, which most people don't want to do because it's costly, but it can be tedious, but it's so important to attachment and attunement. And then we're going to learn a little bit about attachment and attunement and what that is. So the big idea is to get fewer children with adults, so that you're not watching a whole bunch of children, and they become a little family. So we work in small group or family groups, and then we keep an infant or toddler with the same caregiver for the whole time they're in our program, or as close to that as we can get. We have a terrible habit of having the immobile infants, birth to 9 to 12 months in one room, and then we have the mobile infants and young toddlers in a room from 1 until they turn 2, and then the 2-year-olds have their own room. That is very disruptive. Do you know every time a child leaves and separates from a caregiver, they experience grief as if somebody died? They're leaving their family, and they already have to leave their real family every day. So that's really hard on infants and toddlers, and it's not the healthiest thing for attachment. Instead, we want them together for longer periods of time with the same caregiver as much as possible. So it's better to have maybe a birth to 18 months and then transition from 18 to 36 months. Or they stay with the same teacher from birth until they turn 3. And there are several ways that can happen. So we're going to talk about all that. But I want everybody to practice an I love you ritual. Remember, in a couple modules ago, I said, get yourself a baby. Go get your baby. We're going to do an I love you ritual or a connecting activity together. And then we're going to start the module. So this one is I got you. So remember to make that eye contact and say, hello, Jenny. I've got your nose. I've got your nose. I've got your hand. I've got your other hand. You can't see me, but I'm taking the hands. I've got your hand. I've got your other hand. And you have a mouth, and you have 2 eyes. And I know that wasn't really exciting with a song or a dance, but it was a very strong connection and a very appropriate activity to do with a young infant. Enjoy the module.